Hey, what's up, everyone? I do apologize that I did not come on yesterday and do this. I had a meeting. I am also a mentor with a girls group, and we had a mentoring meeting, so I wasn't able to get on. Or actually, I wasn't able to go home and watch it and then get on live. Plus, my parents were here, and if you guys know me, my parents are from Indiana, so when they come down here, it's like this really big deal for me and my brother, and we're trying to spend as much time as we can because when y'all meet my mom, like I hope you guys can meet her. You're gonna be like, okay, yeah, she's like, I'm gonna be here for 2 days and I'm getting up out of here. I gotta go back to my own house. So that's how my mom is. Anyways, that's just a little background as to why I didn't post yesterday. But y'all, when I tell you, when I watched this episode, I didn't watch anybody else's reviews. I didn't watch nothing before I watched this. And I was like, Lord, have mercy. Like, we're gonna call this episode, it's called War and Peace, but we're gonna call this True Merch, okay? This is just true merch going on this episode. Okay, so starting off the episode, again, this is season 6, episode 5, War and Peace. It starts off with the guys, and look, hold on, first of all, let me show y'all. I typed up my notes at work today. That lets you know, like, how serious I was about making sure I did this video. Hey, cuz! Okay, so the guys, Stevie, Kirk, Tango, Bobby V, Little Scrappy, Auntie Joc, and Granddaddy Ernest. So I don't know if y'all know who Granddaddy Ernest is. That's Mama D's her husband. So Kirk introduces his friend Tango, which I believe we've seen before, but he's reintroducing him as well as introducing Bobby V, who was a part of his breakup before, but then also part of the makeup. Yeah, that's Atlanta for you. And Kirk also acknowledges that he probably shouldn't be hanging with single men because he's a married man. And he's like, yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea, but you know what? It's no girls here, so I'm good today. Like, I'm good on the women because it's just all fellas. So the guys, they asked Scrappy, where has he been? He informs them that he's been in Miami. And Bobby V's like, oh, okay, with the wifey. And Scrappy was like, no, ain't no more wifey. It was like, oh, just like that. You just got engaged. That's how everybody was looking at him. So then Kirk tells the fellas all about the whole Jasmine drama and how he and Rashida are no longer on speaking terms. And Joc says, it was like almost like he was raising his hand. He was like, I got something to say. I got something to tell you. You know, me and Jasmine, I think we had a one night stand too. I was like, Auntie Joc, you couldn't wait. Like, you couldn't just wait just a couple more minutes. Like, it was burning him inside. And he was like, I hit Jasmine too, so that baby might be mine. Everybody was looking like, what? And then he just runs down all of the investigative research that Karlie did for them. And he told them all about Kiana. He started talking about the baby and how the baby got the dimples. I mean, it was real girly and real messy, but I was here for it because I think, Kirk needed to know that his business was out in the street. So then, this is the part that I feel like this is what we've been waiting on all season to find out what's really going on, and we find out what's really happening with Kirk. Now, Kirk explains that basically the money that he was using to pay for Jasmine's apartment and stuff was basically hush money. It was money to keep her quiet because he did sleep with her. She found out that he was married, which we already knew she knew that. But that was her way of framing him and blackmailing him. So he was paying for the apartment. I'm guessing that's the real details. I'm hoping it's the real. It makes sense to me. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You should never be extorting anybody, and you should never lie to your wife. But at the same time, it makes sense as to why all of this is going down. So he does say that, he's paying all of that, but he's not anymore because Rashida already knows everything. And then Granddaddy Ernest tells him, you need to make sure you tell her every motherfucking thing. And I was like, where'd he come from? Like, how did he get in this group of young men? Well, I guess because Kirk is like at least 40-something. So that would make sense. I think we said Kirk was like 45 or something. But anyways, so in the next scene, we have Joseline and Lovely Mimi. And we find out that Lovely Mimi has actually done Joseline's nail previously. Which, I mean, because I'm always trying to figure out how did these people meet up together. So I was glad that gave me the backstory. But can y'all tell me, why did Joseline look a hot mess? Y'all already know I'm not a fan of this little baby bump thing that she has on top of her head. Lord Jesus. But if she wear another crop top, and all of this belly showing, like, baby, put it up. Like, just stop. Just start. It's true merch. That was true merch part 1, okay? Lovely Mimi talks about what happened at the shop with her and Sierra. She felt like Sierra was belittling her, and Joseline said she belittled. She didn't stutter like that, but that's how I took it because she didn't understand. So in my head, I think she was trying to process the belittling. And she said, well, what did she do? And she wanted her to explain. So basically, she told her all the things that were happening in the shop, and then she tells her that she quit. So now she needs to find another source of income. She's decided to open up her own nail shop in Atlanta, and she wants Joseline to be her VIP client. And basically, Joseline was like, I can do that. You know, I can post the nails and stuff, but don't nobody like me. I don't fool with none of these girls up in here. And she was like, what you mean? What you do to these girls? Joseline was like, I slept with them. I was like, now, Joseline, you know you ain't sleep with all these women. Just a couple of them from what we didn't heard. But you ain't slept with all these women to make them mad. You know what you did. And it wasn't sleeping with them. It was you being messy. So she agrees to go ahead and post the pictures and all that. So the next thing we have Karlie and Joc and Shooter and Sierra. And Shooter is introduced, and apparently he's some sort of rapper. I don't know if you guys are from Atlanta, if you've heard of him. I haven't. So I couldn't figure out if he was maybe just a producer who was trying to get on the rap scene. Y'all know how that goes undercover. And he says that right now he and his wife Sierra just really aren't seeing eye to eye. They really just they're getting along, but they spend so much time apart from each other that they don't really even, I guess, see each other anymore. And it was at this moment that if you guys watched my other reviews before, I said I think Moriah is probably messing with Shooter, but I wasn't sure. And it was at that moment I knew right then and there where the storyline was going. And so Karlie tells them what's been going on with her and Joc, how Joc has slept with Jasmine, and now he might have a baby on the way, and that she was basically disappointed in him, so they've been going through it, okay? And then Shooter and Sierra talk about their problems, how they don't spend time with each other, and Sierra says that they are supposed to be each other's better half, but he just wants Sierra to be at home. It was just a bunch of like, why y'all exposing y'all marriage like this? Like, it can't be that serious, can't be that deep. So Karlie says, well, you know what to fix that? And give him some, girl. And it fixes everything. Sierra was like, well, that ain't gonna fix what's going on here because he ain't doing nothing in the bedroom. I was like, this is your husband. Like, at the end of the day, you still gotta live with this man. I don't care if this is fake TV or not. Like, I would never go on TV and tell somebody that my husband not putting it down in the bed. Unless we finna get divorced, I wouldn't even say that thing, because then that makes me look bad. I've been dealing with this person for that long, and I'm getting bad. I'm not even, that's them, that's their business. So Shooter is like, well, I don't have to take this. I'm gonna go. He was like, the bad guy is out. I was like, really? And did y'all notice Shooter in his whole little confessional thing, he was giving us like, yeah, so me and my wife, we don't really see each other that much. Like, why was there so much hands? Like, why was there so much movement when he was discussing what was going on? I don't know. I just felt like he probably needed a little hooked on phonics or something, because if that's the only way he could read, he got to do better. So anyways, he ends up leaving, but it really bothered me how Sierra was basically begging him to stay. Like, no, don't leave. You can't leave right now. Don't leave. I'm like, girl, if you don't go take your Indian first self on and go sit down somewhere, look like you're finna do a rain dance, you trying to make this man stay, you better start dancing, girl. Maybe that'll make it work. But she really annoyed me, the fact that she was like going overboard in a restaurant to try to make him stay. Like, if he want to leave, he a grown man, let him leave. So then we go to Joseline and Melissa, and basically Joseline has come up with this bright idea that for her baby daddy video, she wants to have all the girls get together and show that they can be one and that they have peace, and do it for the baby girls that's watching the show. And I liked the idea of that, but the fact that it's Joseline doing it, I guess just made it a little bit funny, I'm not here for it. So basically, Mimi tells Melissa, hey, can you get these girls together, because I want everybody to be in my video. They're not going to talk to me, but you can talk to them. Melissa was like, these girls don't really fool with you. You know all the stuff you did. She was like, what did I do? What did I do? I just talked to Stevie. I don't do nothing. No. And so it was so funny. I loved how they did this editing where Melissa was saying, remember you fought Tammy. Then they go to the clip of when she fought Tammy. And then she was like, and then you try to expose Karlie Redd. You blackmail her. She was like, I did not blackmail her. boom, here go the clip when she was blackmailing Karlie Redd last season. I just thought that was funny how they did that. And basically Melissa says, okay, yeah, I'll do it just for you because you my girl. All right, so Pleasure P, y'all know Treasure P, and Lovely Mimi and Moriah meet up, and we find out that Tresure is actually 23 years old. And is it just me, or does she look way older than 23? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. That pole and that married man life must be getting to her, because, baby girl, your melanin got you looking a little bit older than you're supposed to, okay? And they bring back up what happened at the strip club again with Treasure P, and she's defending her high-low statement, basically saying that this was, I meant like high-key and low-key, not like you were down at the bottom and down. So I was like, girl, you try to come up and cover that one up, okay? But good try, but it's not going to work. Y'all already know how Tommie is. That's not going to work. And then she ends up getting in an argument with Mimi, and it was all over who was better than who. And Mimi was like, you're not better than me because you have a college degree. And then in her confessional, she was like, I don't understand why all these women think just because they got a college degree and I done been to jail that they better than me. I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to let you have that one, Lovely Mimi. You can have that one. And then she also Treasure P also says that she wants to tell her friend Cena about what's going on with Karlie and Auntie Joc, but she is conflicted because she actually works at the same radio station as an intern as Auntie Joc does, and she doesn't want to be stirring the pot, and she just got to Atlanta. I'm like, well, why do you even bring it up then if you ain't want to stir the pot? That's kind of self-explanatory. But anyways, so the next scene is Kirk, Rashida, and Mama Press. Y'all know who Mama Press is. That's Mama Shirlene. I call her Mama Press because she is always pressed in every scene that she is in. She either telling somebody off or trying to get her little 2 cents in. That baby is pressed, okay? She the type of mama that you got to make sure if you going to be done with him, be done with him. Don't tell her nothing because she going to hate him forever, okay? That's Mama Press. So Kirk says in his confessional, there are some things that he just doesn't want his wife to know because it isn't going to help his relationship get any better. He's trying to make it better, and it's just not. I was like, okay, Kirk, come on. So he walks in, and he's like, I want to talk to you. So Mama Press was like, now you want to show up? You want to show up now after all of this? He was like, I didn't come here to talk to you. I came to talk to her. She was like, well, I got something to say. She went ahead and went in and let him have it in those 2.3 seconds. And I was just wondering, where did she get this purple hair from? Like, how old is Mama Press for her to be having all this purple hair? I mean, it's cute, though. I guess it's cute. I was just wondering where the purple hair come from. And her ending statement is, he says, well, what do you want me to do? She says, I think you need to file a divorce. She grabs her little pocketbook. I'm going to call it pocketbook because we're talking about Mama Press. And she walks on out of Pressed, okay? So, Kirk wants to try to make things better with Rashida. Basically, Rashida's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Everything that's going on, you got too much going on. And Kirk's like, but we could go to marriage counseling. And y'all know, when people start talking about marriage counseling, they know they on their last little string. They trying to do anything, because men just don't talk about going to marriage counseling like that. That's just not their thing. Most men try to stay away from that and spreading their business. But Kirk was like, hey, I'm at my last wit's end. I need to make sure I do something to save my marriage. I was like, okay, Kirk, good job for trying to try that. But Rashida still was not here for it. So the next scene, we have Melissa, Karlie, and Tommie. And they meet up over Melissa's house. Melissa tells them what Joseline's plans are and how she wants to mend their differences. Karlie and Tommie is like, what? Who are you talking about? You talking about Nah, not her. So then Melissa goes on to explain basically what she was talking about and how she wanted to do the video and all of that stuff. So Tommie was a bigger person. I loved her answer. She was like, I'm going to have to pass because she did say in New York that she wanted to beat my pretty face in. But I do appreciate what she's trying to do with this movement, and I'll support the movement, but I'm not coming to this. And, of course, Karlie being the messy person she is, she was like, yeah, I'm going to have to decline too, but I'm going to have to see it. So y'all already know Karlie going to try to get up in the mix somehow. We're going to see her somewhere around the video because, you know, she need her receipts and her proof that Joseline's actually changed. Then we have Jasmine, Rod, and Kiana. Apparently now that Kirk isn't paying Jasmine's bills anymore, she's like, I got to find me a place. I might as well move in with my boyfriend and my girlfriend. I'm like, were y'all not already staying together, or was you just spending, like, this was so weird. Like, I don't understand this relationship at all, but That's their life, whatever. So they're looking for a new house altogether for their family to stay in, which was what Rod said too. I was like, okay. And Rod is just standing there like holding the little baby, like it's his, just holding the little. I said, okay, go on with your little family. So we find out because we're like, okay, well, where's the other half? Kiana's actually late because she had just got a phone call from Tango. Tell me why Tango is Kiana's ex-boyfriend. I'm so sick of these triangles in Atlanta. Like, I need them to get it together. So you mean to tell me all these people messing with the same people? It gotta be more people in Atlanta than this. It does not make sense to me. You mean Tango was messing with Kiana, now Kiana messing with Rod, and Kiana messed with Kirk, and so did Jasmine. Jasmine messed with Rod. You see where I'm going with that? It's just too much, okay? And Tango just gives a rundown. Like, he was being messy too, telling all the business that happened at the card night the other night with the fellas. And so Kiana goes back and tells Rod and Jasmine everything that was said. And Rod is upset because he's like, you know, Auntie Joc supposed to be my friend. That's supposed to be my dude. Like, how he out here saying that he screwed my woman? I'm like, but you got two women. Not really. Okay, be mad though. Be mad. So he asked, you know, did you mess with Joc? She was like, no. And her face had me like, girl, you know you mess with that man. It's okay. Like, oh, you already got 5 under your belt. Go ahead and take that young 6. You'll be all right. So the next thing is Moriah and Shooter. And this is when we find out the whole tea of what's going on with Moriah and Shooter, which is what I said before, that Moriah was his side piece and Moriah was getting the money from Shooter. And it made me believe that because basically, I mean, it was just, I'm trying to think of what scene actually made me think that it was her. It was just the way Moriah was following after Sierra, almost like she was plotting, trying to take her place. And you can tell when females are like that, they'll get real close to somebody and let them treat them any kind of way because they plotting something. And that's what Moriah was giving me, because she was just letting her talk crazy, but not too crazy. And then she would mention things like, her husband, you know, wanted me to work here. Why do you want your assistant to work here? Which brings me back, I think the story may be a little iffy, but I don't know. And hey to everyone that's saying hi in the comments. I see y'all. I love y'all. Okay, so basically Moriah is extorting him for money as well. So the moral of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is go screw one of the members of the cast and then tell them you didn't know that they were married, and you're gonna expose them if they don't give you money, and see how much money you can get out of them and a storyline, and then you get your own money. That's what's going on in every single one of these storylines. But she was like, she gonna break up a happy home and all of this. I'm like, why are you even doing this? What is your purpose, man? What's your motivation? What are you doing this for? Like, she was like, I've got a little hustle or whatever, and my he's my side piece, and he's making sure he's taken care of, and I take care of him. I was like, so y'all just gonna meet up in this undisclosed location? It's kind of lit. And y'all just gonna act like ain't nobody gonna be around to see y'all. Okay. But I did know that she was driving a rental Benz, so he might be paying a little bit extra. But how you gonna give her a whole stack of movie money and think that's cute? It's not. She was like, hello, I'm talking to your wife. I'm like, why are you still talking to her? I would have went and told my wife, because ain't no way I'm going to talk to somebody that's threatening me every other day and I got to give money to. It ain't even that crucial. Unless Sierra is making all the money and he's giving the money that Sierra gives to him. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Okay, so then we go to Karlie, Joc, Rod, and Jasmine. Ooh, that's too many names. So Karlie and Rod agree to meet up with Jasmine because Karlie really just wants to get the truth, okay? She's like, I need the truth. You know, I need to know, did Joc really sleep with Jasmine? So Jasmine says, there isn't no, she was like, there ain't no kumbaya, sorry guys. And I was like, okay, boo, you can't be hard and use words like kumbaya and try to be hard. It just doesn't work. But if you looked around in the scene, it just reminded me so much of when Karlie Redd and K.Michelle met up, and K.Michelle, Karlie Redd shook the table just a little bit trying to get up, and K.Michelle was like, ooh, she's shaking the table. And I was like, please don't let this be another one of those scenes, because I'm not going to be able to take it. But, so Rod and Jasmine asked about the rumors of what Joc and Karlie have been spreading around town, because, you know, according to them, they around town spreading all the tea, okay? And more so, Jasmine is upset because everyone is saying, you know, Karlie's around showing the pictures. You allowed her to take a picture of your son. You don't know this woman. I'm not letting nobody take no picture of Austin. You don't know him. There's no way. So why would you let this newborn baby have pictures out there? You let her do it. It's your fault. So you can't get mad at nobody but yourself. But she don't see it that way. She's upset with Karlie. So they asked about Auntie Joc screwing Jasmine. And he definitely backs down off of his thought process. Now, I don't know what that was about, but he was like, well, I thought, and I may have slept with someone named Jasmine during the same time, and she looks just like you, but maybe she wasn't you. I was like, so you mean to tell me these last 2 episodes you've been stringing me along, thinking that this is really Jasmine, and you don't even know for sure if this is this girl? You're in timeout, Joc. Go to timeout until you figure out what your life is about. You're too old to be figuring out this stuff as it goes. Like, I'm going to need you to know. Just get it together. Okay, so Roz says, well, I'm glad you got it together. You out the way or whatever. But, me and Cena, we real close. Like, real close. Like, real close. Like, close. Like, we real close. I was like, how many times you gonna say y'all close? We get it, okay? You try to push up on her. Okay, but I'm sitting here at the same time. I'm like, Jasmine's sitting right here. Like, literally right here next to you. And you're sitting here talking about another woman you're getting close to, but this is supposed to be your girlfriend. What in the world is going on? Like, at that moment, I was like, come on now. This is just getting out of control. Like, it's too much going on. Once again, too much, okay? And then Roz says, your girl needs to get rid of the pictures. Jasmine's like, yeah, you need to get rid of the pictures. I was like, oh, okay. And then Karlie was like, or else what? Like, what she gonna do? I'm sorry, y'all. So Jasmine's like, you running around acting like this shit is hee ha ha. Karlie Redd says, because it is hee ha ha. And I was like, that at that moment, that's when you just start swinging. You got to swing on somebody. When they come back with your line and they make it real tough, like real soft or tough, whatever you want to call it. Like, at that moment, you just got to start swinging. But she didn't swing on her. She said, I should hit you in your face. I was like, okay, just do it. Like, she got pictures of your baby around Atlanta. You got grounds for dismissal right now. Go ahead and knock her out. But she didn't touch Karlie. I mean, they are kind of too old for that, but in the event, anyways, the security guards ended up coming over, and then that's when she kind of tried to reach over the table and get a little piece of Karlie, but of course, security was there, so it didn't happen. Last thing we have is Tresure and Tommie. Tresure has asked Tommie to meet her at the spa, and I don't even understand. Can y'all tell me why? Why is Tommie wearing this? Is it so I creep? Yeah, just creeping on the down low. Why does she have this whole TLC outfit on? She got the silk shirt on, the blonde little bob. She ain't got no clothes on. She comes to the spot to get busy. Y'all already know it's about to go down. Then she was using her little Marilyn Monroe voice too. So I was like, okay, I already know it's about to go down. She using her Marilyn Monroe voice. She finna tear somebody up. Okay, so Tresure attempts to apologize about what was going on. She was like, I didn't mean what I said the way I said it. I really was talking about high-key, low-key. Tommie was like, you know what you were saying. That's not what you meant, and I don't accept your apology. I was like, oh, hell. Tommie got up. She was like, maybe I'll just come closer to you. Tommie get up and start throwing grapes at this girl. She said, I just want some fruit, and then threw the grapes at the girl. And just as the girl talking, she throwing grapes, just throwing grapes. I said, Lord have mercy. It's going to take one good time. This girl gonna swing and Tommie finna grab her. And sure enough, Tommie's standing up and Tresure is sitting down. And Tresure got mad, threw a piece of water, and next thing you know, they scuffling. It wasn't no fight, they was scuffling because all they was doing was hugging. I figured out that I think Tommie's sneak attack is to do this bear hug thing, and that's how she gets you. She gets you down that way, okay? So, it was a little off-putting because I felt like Tommie was trying to change, but that she just allowed this situation to take her back. And I'm like, are you really changing? Because if you were, you wouldn't have went there anyway, okay? And then lastly, the last scene is Joseline's video shoot for Positivity. Joseline pulls up in this, I think it's a Jeep. It may have been a Benz, like the little 4-door coupe thing, whatever. And she has on this white ensemble. Of course, once again, she has her baby bump out, which is just, I can't stress enough. Where are her friends? Why isn't Melissa telling her to cover up? Like, why does she have all, like, she got on a bustier and then she got on her stomach out. I'm like, why? Like, pregnancy is so beautiful, but you have to make it be, like, you're trying to make it be something that it's not supposed to be. Like, just show me every once in a while in a nice, pregnancy picture. Not just, I'm just not here for it, like, at all. And surprisingly, the only person that showed up was Jessica Don. And I really didn't understand, like, why she even showed up. Like, I wouldn't have showed up. But I guess from the episodes before, she did say she was kind of trying to mend things. And she really didn't have a whole lot of ill feelings toward her. She just said somebody should talk to her. But I don't know how I feel about that. So, on the next episode, Joc confronts Cena, okay? And she's like, yeah, we kind of dating or whatever. I'm like, oh, hell, here we go. And then Moriah tells Lovely Mimi about her side piece. Lovely Mimi exposes Moriah in a heated argument with Sierra. Sierra confronts Shooter, and Moriah and Shooter, they get to arguing, and Shooter chooses Sierra, and that's what's coming up on the next episode. So you guys tell me what you think down below. Let's chat it up. Let's talk about this episode. How did you feel? Like, all of this, like, it's too much. It's too many love triangles going on. Like, how are all these people connected to each other, but they act like they don't really know each other, but they know each other? And how in the world is Moriah sleeping with this man, and this is her boss's husband? Like, how is that even going down? How did that even start? Like, I just feel like it's just, y'all, the word of today is too merch, okay? Just know that when y'all hashtag something today, say too merch, okay? Because that's what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, like 1987 Star said, like, a nice pregnancy pic. Exactly. Like, what happened to just a nice little flower, or something, or a nice little silky thing, and you take a pregnancy pic, and that's the last time we see your belly. I don't want to see it every day. Yes, Moriah does. Like, she is making black girls of her age look so bad on TV. And the sad part is, I know that this is really happening. Like, I know there are Tresure, P's, and Moriahs all over the world and country. But my thing is, like, baby, you putting yourself on display, and you showing people that this is what people think that is really going on with us. Like, for what? For what? Why? You can't find a good job? Like, you can't. How much are you making here? You must not be making nothing. You driving a Benz, a Benz, okay? And you screwing the boss's husband. Like, I just don't understand. And they just starting it up and having babies, and that's what she said, thoughts having babies. Exactly. Like, why? Somebody tell me. Like, for the life of me, I can't understand this lifestyle. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, your girl used to be promiscuous, okay? I was very promiscuous growing up. But I had limits. I had morals to my thottiness, I guess you could say. And there was just lines that you didn't cross. Like, if the man was married, as soon as he start talking to you, you like, nah, gotta go, bro. And I guess that comes, like, a lot of that has to deal with my household. I would never want another woman to come break up my mom and my dad. So if they did that, that's like rude to me. So I would never mess with a married man. Like, even if I didn't know and I found out, like, bro, you gotta go. I don't care how much money you giving me. You can write me one last check for my stress, but I can't fool with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are their values? Where are they mamas? That's what we need to find out. Scratch that. Where the grandmamas at? Because the grandmamas is the one who really would instill something to these little thotties. Because something is wrong. And not the fake grandmas, not the grandmas in their 50s. I'm talking about them deep, hardcore, 67-year-old grandmas that'll tell you right then and there, girl, if you don't go sit your hot tail down, something gonna happen to you. And you sat your hot tail down, where them grandmas at? Because they need them, okay? But I agree, karma is a mother, and it's going to come back and grab somebody, and they're going to be in the midst, which is what we're going to see next week with Moriah. She talked this hard game in her confessionals, but as we saw in the previews, she really was catching feelings for this man. And as she was catching feelings, she thought, okay, well, I'm getting this money. He gonna choose me, to keep me quiet. He gonna defend me. Nah, baby, he got a whole wife, baby. He gonna make sure he keep up with this wife and not you, because you're nothing but a side hoe, okay? I told y'all about my favorite song, Sideline Hoe. You's a sideline hoe, sideline hoe. Okay, that's all you are. And when you forget that, that's when you start acting retarded and getting out of place, This is a terrible side chick. Like, these are terrible side chicks. They tell all their business to the wrong people. I don't understand. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. It's been fun. I have to go teach Zumba tonight. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button and making sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell, I will love you eternally. Make sure you guys tune in next Monday night, because this season is just, it's too much. I end up having to take a pill after this because it's too much. We're going to say hashtag too much, okay? I love y'all, and I will catch you guys next time. Mwah! KK, bye.